Hey guys, welcome to another Summoner's War video, and today we will talk about 4 free-to-play teams for Giant B12 that are safe, of course. I think today I will be showing the free-to-play teams. In probably the next few videos I will do up GB12 speed team, but not really free-to-play. So if you want to check that out, please do subscribe to my channel. That will really help me a lot. Okay, for the first team, we'll be doing this team right here. We have Sigmarus, Crow, Naomi, Frank, as well as Lauren. So I chose Sigmarus for the HP lead just so that my team can survive better. And I have Crow and Naomi, which deals tons of damage, and with Crow's branding, that helps to boost some of the damage. And Lauren is there to be my reliable defense breaker, and Frank is there for the immunity in case the Giants defense break my team, and also to provide the attack buff. So out of this 4 teams, this team would probably be the fastest, and I bet most of you have seen other free-to-play teams out there, but then today I want to show some alternative teams that you can play with rather than most of the similar teams that you see out there. I think this particular team, a lot of YouTubers out there has been showcasing similar teams like that. So in the next 3 teams you'll see likely quite different team. So my Crow died unfortunately, but I think my Naomi will be able to survive this, as well as my Sigmarus is also there to deal damage based on enemies' max HP. So for those who have Sigmarus, do use her because the damage based on enemies' max HP is really great for GB12 as well as DB12. So building 1 monsters, you can use it for 2 dungeons. So 1 minute 21 seconds, not too bad. The average is about 1 minute 20 seconds for this team. Okay, let's move on to the next team. The next team, I will keep Sigmarus, Lauren, and Frank, and I will exchange the other 2 with, first will be Vigor, and the other one will be Yen. Okay, just a disclaimer, I know Yen is not free to play because she is not HOH, I suppose. But if you substitute her with Peng, which is the light Rakshasa, it will work as well. It will probably work. Okay, so why do I choose Vigor for this team? Because the second skill does the glancing buff, anti-crit buff, sorry, as well as speed buff. So this anti-crit buff would be helpful just in case, you know, the boss crit, and with this anti-crit buff you might be able to survive longer. And Vigor's third skill also does defense break as well as to strip the enemy's attack buff. So if let's say the Giants have attack buff on him and Vigor uses third skill, that is good to remove the attack buff. And for Yen, she is there to deal the dots. This is more like an insurance in case everyone dies off, especially Lauren, right? Then the dots will come into play to deal damage to the boss. But of course, if your Lauren is alive, it's quite unlikely that the boss will trigger the dots because of the attack buff pushback by Lauren. So this is just something to note. Yen is there so that in case my allies die, the dots can deal damage. Okay, then the rest are pretty much similar. So I think this team, I don't really see it often out there. So if you do have these monsters, you can try them out. Oh, and another disclaimer is that all my towers are max, and I would say that my runes are in the mid-game runes, so I will leave the stats in the loading screen for you guys to take a look. Anyway, Frank first skill, the attack break is really nice as well, just to reduce the amount of damage taken by the boss. I mean, dealt by the boss. Okay, so this second team probably slightly slower, about 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes 11 seconds. On average, it's about 2 minutes 15 seconds for this team. Alright, let's move on to the third team. Let's see. I will keep Frank and what else? Okay, she'll be the leader. I will take out Emma. Who else? Darian. Where's she? Oops. Naomi, and the last one will be Crow. Where are you? Okay. Okay, so for this team, the idea is quite straightforward. Crow and Naomi to deal huge damage. By the way, I think these two and probably Sigmarus, these three are probably the best damage dealer for GB12. Yep, so you guys could use them as damage dealer, and you should build them for GB12. Yep, so back to this team, it's to ensure survivability of the team until throughout the run, because Darian is there to cushion some of the damage from the enemy. Emma, third skill, does heal. Provide the excess heal will turn into a shield, and then there is a defense buff as well. Okay, coupled with Frank's utility, this team really has pretty much a lot of support to ensure that the team survive. But of course, with this number of support units in there, you don't expect the run to be really fast. So yep, just for you guys to note. Anyway, just to talk about why I chose to try out teams that are not common out there. The reason is because I have an alt account, and I realized that a lot of teams being shown out there, I do not have some of the monsters, and I do not intend to build some of the monsters. So I just want to showcase other teams, just in case you have these monsters, you have built them and you can make use of them, rather than having the need to build certain units that is just specifically for a particular dungeon, right? But of course, some of the units are quite versatile, like for example Crow, Frank, Lauren, things like that. Then of course you should build them. Okay, so just for you guys to note on that. Oops, so my Naomi died. I think I should be able to pull through this. Anyway, for this team, I think my Emma and my Darian, they are not ruined very well. So I think for the final boss, if let's say one of your damage dealer dies, yeah, expect the run to be really long. For this team, I think I average around 2 minutes 40 seconds 45 seconds around there. But let's say in this particular case, I think it will probably take 3 minutes. And then the next question is, if you are farming B12 for 3 minutes, is it worth doing it? I think my answer is yes. If you are multitasking, you don't mind having a fast run, you can just do this. For my alt account, my runs are slow, but I just go ahead with this. But if let's say you are focusing just on farming, then it's not worth it, right? Just go for a faster team. So this took 3 minutes, but on average it's about 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Okay, and the last team that I'm gonna feature, I'll keep Naomi and Frank. I will bring back my Vigor. I will bring back not really bring back, but Veramos. It has been used in Giants quite often last time, and another unit that is really very free to play friendly, which is Beladion. Okay, and I'll put Veramos as the leader just to give the extra HP to my team. So what changed in this team is the Bella and Veramos. The focus is to keep the defense break out of my team, so that my team, if my team suffers from any defense break, Veramos can just cleanse it. And Beladion with the attack bar boost is also very helpful for my team to deal extra damage, and also for Veramos to cleanse if there's any harmful effects. And I have 3 healers in this team, right? Vigor, Beladion, and Friend. So that should give me enough support. The only real damage dealer here is Naomi. So I stepped down from 2 damage dealer to 1 damage dealer. So of course this run will be slow. I think I averaged around 3 minutes for this team. And I think if let's say you do not have a second awakening, Naomi and Vigor, all these teams probably wouldn't work as well. It's just because that the second awakening really boosts the stats of the monster by quite a bit, as well as enhance some of its skills, which are really useful in the dungeon run. I think I've seen the unsecond awakened crow being used before, so that might work. You guys can try it out. So if you guys have any other teams, interesting teams, not really common teams that you use, that are pretty free to play, please share with me in the comments down below. We'll really be keen to know, and it also helps people to learn what kind of teams they can use to help them to progress. And I think for newer players, if let's say you are struggling with GB12, you do have any of these teams but still struggling, then you can wait for FRR to rerun and slap some of your better runes on the B12 teams, because they really need good runes and not subpar runes. Oh, I'm impressed. It's 2 minutes 40 seconds, faster than the previous one. Yeah, but the norm is about 3 minutes, I guess. Okay, so I think that's all for today. These are the 4 teams that I'm featuring. All of them are free to play except for the one with Yen, which you can substitute it with Peng, the Light Rakshasa. And in the next few videos, I will feature speedruns for GB12 and probably DB12 if I can. And yeah, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.